This is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta, upstate New York. Net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net begins at the top of the hour on this frequency in just about 10 minutes. W2WLD.
W5OG. This is K2SJP. Stand by. Hello, chest. Hello. K2SJP, W5OG. Good morning, Bob.
Yeah, good morning, Dale. Propagation is really, really bad here. I could hardly copy you. How are you copying me?
You're about an S5. I don't know what's going on. Is it band conditions are poor, or if I got something wrong here? I don't know, Bob.
Yeah, you're way down. You're into the noise. I think it's propagation. Seems like most of the stations are extremely weak today.
Yeah, you were up to 9 that time, so maybe it's improving. I don't know. So I'm just at the noise level.
Yeah, you're down into the noise.
W2WLD, are you hearing me, Bill? W5OG?
Yeah, it's propagation, Dale. You're only about an S5, and normally you're 5.9 plus. You copying me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're way down. Signals are very poor this morning.
Yeah, it's propagation. I was going to ask if Don shows up on Echo Link, if you wouldn't mind bringing him in. I don't know if he'll show or not. Over.
Yeah, I'll be glad to do that. I don't have Echo Link up, but I'll get it up right now. W5OG, stand by for the net.
W2WLD.
W5ABI, you're about S8, S9, Bill.
Yeah, you're a good S8 coming in here, Joe. Over.
Yeah, good signal. Thanks, Dave. Dale was 20 over here, so had our antenna down yesterday. Had to put a new rotator on it, so I got it up about 20 feet. Maybe it's going to work better. Over.
It's working now.
Yeah, that's good. You don't have to get these things too high. I had it down about 8 feet, and I worked Italy on 17. So who knows? W5ABI. W5OG, W5ABI, you're 20 over, Dale.
Hey, you guys sound good down here in Texas, W5DGD Mobile.
Yeah, what's that call again, old man? W5ABI.
It's Whiskey 5, Delta Golf Victor Mobile, down here in Canyon Lake, Texas.
Yeah, we got a lot of noise on you. I'm going to have to get the SDR going here. You going to join the net this morning, over?
Yeah, I probably will. I'm going to be driving around. I'm not going to be driving too long, so I got everything at home disconnected, too much lightning, but I'll probably be in there for a little bit, probably about 10, 15 minutes. W5DGD.
I think is the net. If he's hearing you, he'll get the log in. W5ABI, standby.
Yeah, you're 5 and 5 over here. Whiskey 5, Delta Golf Victor. I say again, Whiskey 5, don't get activated. Mobile.
W5ABI came on DOB 15 over, Joe. What a difference from yesterday. Great signal.
Yeah, thanks. We had the antenna down around 8 foot yesterday. We put a new rotor on it.
Working excellent on the back of mine. The side of mine. Very good. K1DOB standing by.
W5ABI standing by for the net. Thanks for the report, guys.
W5ABI N5BE. Joe, I could not make that Texas Mobile. I could not get his call.
So hopefully somebody can relay in that can copy him. W5ABI.
Lee, K1BOB heard him. I didn't quite catch his call sign. That was a W5 Mobile. But he was a bit over S9 here. K1BOB. Is that mobile still there? 36 Whiskey 5?
Yes, sir. It is Whiskey 5, Delta Golf Victor. I say again, Whiskey 5, don't get vaccinated. I'm mobile in Canyon Lake, Texas. Over.
Oh, very good. Good signal into Idaho. We'll relay you in if it's needed. So, Lee, the signal for our mobile out there is Whiskey 5, Delta, Bravo, Victor.
Negative. Whiskey 5, don't get vaccinated. Delta, Golf, Victor.
Roger, thank you. Yeah, I wrote down Golf. It looks like a B, though. Delta, Golf, Victor. Whiskey 5, Delta, Golf, Victor. Thanks for getting me straight on that. So, Lee, he's going to be with us this morning. Okay, Bob, thank you.
W2WLD W5OG. Don is on Echo Link, and I'll bring him in, Don. Bill. Oh, my. Anyway, we'll be here to get muddled through somewhere or another there, Bill. W2WLD W5OG. Thank you, Dale.
And W5OG, W5ABI, good signal this morning, sir.
Well, I don't have the antenna all the way up. It's about halfway. So I hope it's getting out a signal at all there, Joe. At times you're at 9 and 9 plus, so that's great. Anyway, W5OG, good morning to you, Joe.
Good morning, Dale. You're telling me the W5ABI signal back tonight.
I'm hearing you also, Cliff, locally. That's very strange. Bands are conditions are strange this morning. W5PIX, W5OG.
Hey, was that you in there, Cliff?
He's talking. I had W5PIX Mobile, W5OG right quick, but yeah, Cliff, you're not even, I don't hear you on the SDR at all, but you're coming in locally here about an S4 or 5, so I can hear you just above the noise, Cliff. W5OG. W6CYO, W5OG. You want to get on the list this morning, Lloyd? Over. Yeah, I'm not hearing you very well this morning at all. You're way down, but we'll get you on the list. W6CYO, W5OG. Dale, what's his call and his name, please? It's Lowell. I believe it's Lowell. It's W6 Charlie Yankee Oscar, W6CYO. It's KB6DRA's brother there, if you remember Dale. KB6DRA and KB6DRB Julie. It's his brother, W6
CYO, Charlie Yankee Oscar.
Okay, got it, Dale. Thank you. Yeah, November 6th. November 6th is CYO.
I'm sorry, Lowell. That's right. It's November 6th. November 6th, Charlie Yankee Oscar Lee. Sorry, W5OG.
Good morning. This is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club. We're an association of members and veterans of the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency at 1500 UTC every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want to find out more about us, check out our website. It is airforcesflyersclub.org. One more time. airforcesflyersclub.org. The next format, I'm going to establish a list here using a variety of sources, including obviously direct check-ins. We have NetLogger running, thanks to Lee, N5DE, and I monitor one of the web SDR sites, Utah number 2. This will be a controlled net, but you do not have to be a member of the military or have been associated with aviation in order to check in. We welcome all guests. To contact net control, initially please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as appropriate. Once I have the list established, we'll go down the list pretty much in order for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. Time remaining, we'll go back down the list a second time for a 73 round. If you wish to be a short timer, please let me know up front so that we can move you toward the top of the list. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, and again, I'm located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And my call sign again is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Break. Okay, let me go down the list as I have it, and then we'll ask for any more check-ins that we have. Let me see here. Got to add Brian. Okay, I have Don, who's on Echolink, and he'll be simulcast in by Dale. Don, his call sign is K0ZNC. We have our two professional mobiles in today. Clifford, W5PIX. Good morning, Cliff. And we have Larry, KB0LTT. Good morning again, Larry. We have a guest. It's Whiskey 5 November Lima Papa, Lance. That's on the list. We have a Whiskey 5 Delta Golf Victor. And I don't have a name for that one yet. We have our NetLogger, Lee, N5 Bravo Echo. Mike is in there, WW5ENZ. Bob in Florida, K2SJP. Have our Commander Bob, K1DOB. We have our member of the Tailhook Navy, Steve, K6 Papa X-Ray. Good morning, Steve. We have Carl, KF7CKO, our Armstrong. Good morning, Carl. I heard Tim, W6WA1. We have Dale, W702. We have Joe, W5UBI, with a great signal today, given the band conditions. We have Charlie, K4YDB10. Charlie is live streaming our net on YouTube. And one of the advantages of that is the question of the day is written out for you. You don't have to take notes as I read the question. If you want to find that, go on YouTube, the search icon, and put in his call sign, Kilo 4 Yankee Delta Bravo, and it should pop up for you. And we have in Northern California, Professor Bob, NX6RG. My neighbor Ray is in there in New Jersey, KB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. I saw Jack pop up, KM4CAX. Good morning to you, Jack. It's been a while. And we have Lowell, M6 Charlie Yankee Oscar. And I saw Brian with the Magic B5RB, WB5CRI. And I'll recognize we have three members that are receive only. First, John out in Jamul, W2WLD Good morning, John. We have Norm, N9KJN. And we have Ken, K7 Alpha Romeo November. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club now? Call now. Nothing heard. Does anyone on this list need to be a short timer? Go. Nothing heard. Dale, would you put out a call from Texas, please? W5OG, W2WLD.
I will do, Bill. This is Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf, relaying for net control. Taking check-ins for the Wednesday morning edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Members or visitors, call now. Kilo Echo Zero Romeo Juliet Mike. Good morning to you. What's your name in QTH? Over. Yeah, I'm not copying you either. Anybody hear that KE0 station there? Over. You're right at my noise, unfortunately. I did copy your call sign good the first time, but after that, I can't hardly copy anything. Let's try it one more time. Give me your name and QTH. KE0 RJM, I believe it is. W5OG. Bill, I don't hear him now. Unfortunately, I guess he'll have to call in later, or maybe somebody else can relay him in. W5OG, back to that.
I'll relay.
Once you get a call from California, let's try Professor Bob. NX6RG. Bob, would you put out a call, please?
Roger. This is November X-Ray 6 Romeo Golf for net control, looking for check-ins. Check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club. Members or guests, please call now. Nothing heard, Bill.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. You're one of the better signals coming across the country. You're 5.7 in here. But it does seem like conditions are improving. Okay, I want to go through the question of the day. Again, it's on the live stream that Charlie has for us. It's a little bit of current events, almost current events. On May 22nd, a Cessna 550 citation crashed while attempting to land at an executive airport in San Diego, California. While an official cause has not yet been determined, the following facts have been released about this accident. I'm looking for any that may be not true. I'm looking for the not true. Alpha, the runway lights were out. Alpha, the runway lights were out. Bravo, the weather alert system was not working. Bravo, the weather alert system was not working. Charlie, because of existing weather conditions, namely dense fog, the pilot had debated diverting to another airport. Charlie, because of existing weather conditions, namely dense fog, the pilot had debated diverting to another airport. Delta. The citation was not equipped with a black box, according to one NTSB investigator. Delta. The citation was not equipped with a black box, according to one NTSB investigator. Or for your consideration, I have Echo. All of the above facts are in fact true. Echo. All of the above facts are true. Break. Okay, if anyone need a repeat of any part of the question, call now. Nothing heard. Let's start with Don. Dale, W5OG, would you please bring in K0ZN?
This is November 5, Uniform Romeo.
November 5, Uniform Romeo. There's a net in progress on this frequency. Thank you.
Thank you. I can't hear him. I'm part of it.
Oh, okay. We'll get you on there. W5O. Yeah, I'll bring him in, Bill. K0ZNC. Don, go ahead. I'll bring you in. W5OG.
I think you turned it over to me, Dale. There's just a bit of static on my end, and the SDR is not coming through very clear at all fuzzy. So, good morning to everyone. Good morning to all the flyers and our visitors. This is K0ZNC Don in Longmont, Colorado. Got a really nice day brewing here. It's currently 57 degrees, going up to a high today of 67. Typical springtime day here in Colorado. Well, I've been off the air for about a week here now because my internet provider had some kind of problem. But I had no Wi-Fi from him at all. And of course, I'm dependent on the Nickelink and Wi-Fi to get on there at all, along with the help from everybody that helps me out on the net. I do appreciate that. Let's see. I could just barely make out the question. I'm going to leave a guess that they're all true. Don't really have any idea, but put me down for all true. And I'm going to say 73s at this time. And I will not be here for the 73 round. And hopefully I'll be here for tomorrow. And we'll see how things go then. With that, we're going to turn back to W2WLD. And thank you, Bill, for running the net and putting me out on HF. And W5OG for doing the simulcast effort. I do appreciate it there, Dale. Tell Karen good morning for me. This is K0ZNC. Back to you, Bill, W2WLD, W5OG.
W5OG, back to you. Okay, very good. Well, thank you, Dale, for the relay. I copied all of that, Don, gotcha, and got your answer as Echo, all of the above, and have a great day. 73 to you. Let's try one of our mobiles. Uncle Cliff, W5TIX, W2WLD. Clifford, you're up. I do think conditions are getting better, so maybe on the 73 we'll be able to hear you better. Let's try our other mobile, Larry, KB0LCC, W2WLD. You're up, Larry.
Good morning once again, Bill, and good morning to all the flyers. Current weather conditions at Independence, Iowa Municipal Airport. I have winds 30 scattered at 7,000 feet, broken at 9,500, overcast at 12,000 feet. Visibility 10 or more here at ground level. Temperature 60 Fahrenheit, dew point 52 Fahrenheit, humidity 77%, and the pressure is 3012. And as far as the question goes, I have not heard a thing about it until now. I generally don't watch the news and it gets me worked up sometimes. Hi. Nice signal coming from New York this morning, though, Bill. Good solid S8, S9. And I am going to go with Echo. For my answer.
Okay, got your answer as Echo. You kind of dropped out there at the end, but you were coming through very, very nicely. Maybe you dropped some light. I don't know, Harry. But I got it all. Let's try W5 November Lima Papa, Lance. W5 NLP, W2WLD. You're up, sir. Anyone here, Lance? We'll try him on the 73. I looked up Whiskey 5 Delta Golf Victor and came up with David. I got the call right. Good morning, David. What do you have for our net? Over. Whiskey 5 Delta Golf Victor, W2WLD. Your turn.
W5 Delta Golf Victor, if you're there, Dave, you're up for the net. W5OG relay.
Yeah, okay, fine business. I didn't know.
He's talking.
But just to get back, we had storms around here last night. I'm riding around looking at the damage. Anyway, just wanted to check into the Air Force Flyers Club, and a club I used to be a member of, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, 73, y'all, Whiskey 5, Delta Golf Victor Mobile.
He used to be a member, Bill, and turned it back. Did you hear the question, Dave, over?
No, there's too much QSC on the band, and I'm changing the rest of the QSC over.
Okay, Roger. Anyway, he didn't hear the question, Bill. Back to net. And are you signing out now, Dave?
Yeah, I'll probably be gone here in a couple of minutes. I wasn't ever a member of this net. I used to be an Air Force flyer, so that's good need to clarify that. 75 DGB.
Okay, well, that's fine, and you're welcome to join us anytime. We're on every morning. And do check out our website. There's an online application if you'd like to become a member. W2WLD, back to net, W5OG.
Well, thank you, Dale, and thanks, Dave, for checking in. Yeah, join us again. Let's see. Let me go for W2WLD. Lowell, you're up.
M6CYO, you're up, Lowell, for the net, W5OG relay. I'm not hearing him. Let me try one more time. N6 Charlie Yankee Oscar, Lowell. If you're there, you're up for the net, W5OG. If he's talking, Bill, I'm not hearing him.
Anybody hear him? Okay, well, we'll leave him on the list for the 73 round then. Thank you, Dale. Lee, N5BE, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
W2WLD. See if I'm setting all the SCRs up. There we go. Much better. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody on the net. Boy, tough conditions
The QSP is remarkable. Anyway, on to the question. Let's get going on that. I've been following this on Blanco Lario, and it's fascinating and very sad. Boy, there's another extenuating circumstance here, and that may have been pilot fatigue. That airplane started off on that flight to Peterborough, New Jersey. I think it went down to Wichita for a fueling stop, and then on to San Diego, and with the deteriorating weather conditions. And I heard him call for weather in various locations around him, and it was all bad due to the marine layer coming in. And sounds like he hit some wires coming into the airport. It's just very tragic. I don't know. The only thing that I'm not sure about, Bill, is there was some question. It may have had a cockpit voice recorder, but not a conventional black box. So I'm going to go ahead and say E, with the caveat that they may have discovered a cockpit voice recorder, but I think as of the last briefing, that was still a question. So excellent question on a topical on a topical news item, Bill. So I don't want to say I enjoyed this. It's just so sad that they arrive to the scene of the accident as quickly as they could. W2WLD N5B.
Hey, Lee, only copy you on Utah number 2. You're not hitting the radio at all right now, but very good discussion. Got your answers, Echo, and understand your reservation about one of the answers or one of the facts that are listed there. All right, let's go to Mike, WW5ENZ, W2WLD. Mike, you're up.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5ENZ, yeah, good day in Oklahoma, sunny, and right now we're 72 degrees, so we're looking forward to a nice day. The last 3 days before this were all drizzly and rainy and overcast, so it's nice to have the sun out a little bit. And let's see, yeah, but I can't mow the lawn, and it's starting to get like 6 inches tall, and it's so wet, you know. Anyway, so I'm just waiting for the sun to dry things out, and we'll see about doing yard work later. But as far as the question goes, yeah, I remember a little bit about this, not too much, but yeah, it was very sad, as Lee said, and you know, I think it's all. I'm going to say all of the above. I mean, the weather conditions. I think I heard about it being foggy. Of course, it's in San Diego. It's probably always foggy. And yeah, I think there was some problems in the area as far as lighting on the air, you know, the airstrip and everything. So yeah, I'm going to say echo. I don't know if that's a lemming line. I guess it's beginning to be an echo, a lemming line echo. Anyway, I'll give you that, and I'll be here to the bottom, Bill. And I've got the beam pointing at you, so I can't hear anyone else. And if I turn it towards the south, I miss you. So I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out. And I'll be listening on the SDR. So this is WW5ENZ, turning it back to W2WLD.
Okay, Mike. Well, you're one of the few that I'm copying very nicely on the local, about a 5.6. And you know what drew me to this topic was, you know, we look for a primary cause of any aircraft accident, and usually end up with one, but rarely is it just one factor involved in the loss of an aircraft. It's almost always a confluence of events or factors, and each one may be in and of itself not all that significant, but when you put them all together, you got a problem. Okay, let's go to Bob, K2SJ2, W2WLD. You're up, Bob.
W2WLD. This is K2SJ2. Good morning, Bill. And I'm copying you very well on the SCR, but not locally. The noise level today is up very high. Most everybody is down into the noise. Even Dale, W2WLD, who's usually booming in here, is down into the noise. And NX6RG, who I thought might have a booming signal, does not. He's way down also about an S3. So the propagation is really bad. We have 87 degrees over here. It's getting humid. We're starting to feel the humidity for the last couple of days. So kind of hot and muggy outside. My arm is doing a lot better. Thank you for everybody asking about it. I'm out of the sling as of Sunday and moving around pretty good. Still some pain in the upper arm, but little by little it's dissipating. So let's see on the question. I'm going to go with echo that they're all true. I would say they were all true. So echo is my answer. Thank you for doing the net. Bill will be here till the end. Back to you, W2WLD. This is K2SJP.
Mighty fine, thank you, Bob. Copying you, well, probably about 50% on the local, but you were hitting Utah number 2 fairly well. So got all of that, got your answer as echo. Let's see, let's go to the boss. Bob, K1BOB, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
W2WLD, K1BOB here. Bill, thank you for doing the net this morning. Interesting question. I'm having a hard time hearing you, but actually better on my receiver than the SDR, believe it or not. It's just bad conditions. You're about an S2 here most of the time with static crashes going right through you. How's that feel? Anyway, I hope you can hear me. I am aimed at you, too. Usually I get you much better when I'm aimed at you. Anyway, I don't know much. I found one article on this. I think the weather alert system, whether that was the ATIS or what, I think B is true. Charlie, I think, is definitely true. I can't read the mind of the pilot. I don't know if he considered diverting, but he certainly was going to land at that airport. So I think Charlie is true. Black box, I don't know. I don't think they found they found one black box that had, I don't know, maybe cockpit conversation or something, but I don't think they found the primary black box, so that was just not found. That doesn't mean it wasn't there somewhere. It was a big debris field, I guess. So I think that was true. The only one I don't know about, I haven't seen anything on it, is the runway lights. And I don't know how all that stuff can go wrong and still not have runway lights on. So I think that's the false one. So I'm going to be, I'm going to be the outcast here. I'm going to go with Alpha. Alpha is my answer, Bill. Back to you, K1BOB.
Okay, Bob, very good. Got your answer as Alpha. And going off on your own here. You've done that before successfully, so we'll see what happens. I did not hear Steve, K6 Papa X-ray, but I think, Dale, you did. Dale, would you bring in Steve, please? K6TX W2WLD.
Yeah, I'll give it a try, Bill. K6 Papa X-ray. You're up for the net, Steve, if you're hearing me. W5OG relay. He's talking. Yeah, fine, Steve. You're a good S8 with me today. A good signal. One of the best times I've heard you on. And Bill, Steve says that he's going to take a pass on the question.
The accident occurred about 7 miles from where he lives, actually. And he says that they had extensive coverage out there in the San Diego area. So he knows all about this accident. Anyway, he'll pass, and back to net, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, I did copy Steve on the Nissan number 6. And Steve, if you copy me at all, I appreciate you passing on the question. And it happened only 7 miles from your location. That's still close. All right, let's go to our air traffic controller, KF7GJO W2WLD. Carl, you're up.
Oh, roger that. W2WLD, go roger. Ooh, oh, boy. Well, nice to be back after some of these OGs with disgusted me from this higher priority interrupt this morning. And, interesting question that you threw out there, and like Lee said, I'm also a follower of the W2WLD channel, and he's covered this particular accident. It tried to hit home in a lot of ways, like Steve said, and having spent several years, the start of my FAA career was in Oxnard, California, which is right on the coast, although 150 miles north of San Diego, yet still get that early morning stratus that rolls in off the ocean. So as soon as I saw that accident come up on the W2WLD channel, you could have just seen the YouTube office. I knew I was looking at. And like you said, there's a strong possibility that the aircraft hit the power line. I haven't heard that cast in stone yet, but there is a power line that runs across from the park portion 2 miles from the whole end of the runway. It is pretty well confirmed that the pilot descended below his main descent altitude on that approach, and now you get into the technicality of this. You have the runway in for the runway alignment in sight at the time, which would have enabled him to descend below. Yes, the weather reporting was not up for Montgomery Field at that hour of the morning. We expect through ATC to some of the surrounding weather conditions have been very promising. We discussed something I don't remember the particulars now about his choice of an alternate, but that was a question that came up. So it wasn't a matter of arriving at the approach point and going, there's no runway there. It was something that he was apparently planning for ahead of time. Okay, on to the question, and which of the following is not true? Okay, I've got to take this, Bill, by the way that it's written, Alpha, the runway lights were out. He keyed up the runway lights on the approach. What was noted out of service was the runway alignment indicator light, which is a strobe effect lighting system on the approach, very similar to a lead-in system that is beside those strobes and that'll help you align for the runway to the landing. So, whether not working, well, the tower wasn't open yet, so they didn't have weather reporting yet for Montgomery Field. Dense fog, definitely. The black box, that's like we said, that's up in the air. So I'm going to go go with A Alpha, the one-way light, and where I have to but there's a one-way light that's indicator light. So, good to see question. Back to you, Bill. W2WLD is
Okay, I love the analysis, Carl. And coming up with a question that's going to stump this entire group is almost impossible. We have such a wealth of knowledge and experience, and I appreciate yours, sir. Let's go to Jim, W6WAY, W2WLD. Jim, you're up.
Okay,
Okay, Jim. Solid copy, believe it or not, on my radio. Gotta go to Dale. Dale, you've been as good as 5'8" and then almost into the noise. What a day. Hopefully, I'll copy this easily now. W5OG, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill. W2WLD, W5OG. Good morning again to all. Yeah, I can hear you better when I turn, and I don't take time to turn the antenna all the way around toward you from the west. I found that if I can turn it a little bit more to the southwest, you come up maybe full S unit or maybe even more. So it's pretty directive off the back, I guess. Anyway, Bill, a very good question, and I'll be interested. I know you've done the research now, and there's a lot of folks that know a lot more about this particular incident. I remember hearing many of these factors that you brought to light here. I believe that well, I know he is. I know that this Sparky is absolutely on target here on all these. So I guess I would be remiss in following him not to also agree that Alpha is perhaps not completely true. I know that part of the lighting system, that perhaps the strobe lights were out on that one runway. And I think they were even, if I recall, they were NOTAMed out. Anyway, you know, and all those things would have been, I guess you would have needed actually technically to have raised the minimums to match the equipment that was not working. I don't know if this particular pilot did that. It'll be interesting to see what the final investigation brings to light. I know, you know, I worry about Mike up there in Nebraska. He flies with, you know, Citation 4. What is it? CJ4, I guess it is. Very, very nice airplane. Very well equipped, but probably more so than this Citation 550 there. But I'm not sure of that. You know, it's an interesting operation. They are pressed with a great need to complete the job. You know, they want to get the customer to his destination, and I think that sometimes is a factor in judgment on whether you abandon the approach and go to your alternate or not. Anyway, that's just my comment on that. And so I'll go along with Alpha. I think the rest of them are probably correct. And A is partially correct. Anyway, Bill, yeah, strange conditions today. I probably blabbed enough. So back to net. Thank you, Bill. W2WLD, W5OG.
You're welcome, Dale, and thank you for all the help today. I'm sure I'll still need it. The conditions now have gotten a little worse, but I did copy all. And yeah, get homeitis. How many times have we been warned about that as pilots? Let's see. Let's go to Joe. W5ABI, W2WLD. You're up, Joe.
Yeah, W2WLD, W5ABI. The ship conditions have really gone down here, Bill. Fairly soft. Bill. Beautiful. Good morning to you and all the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. We're on 87 right now, supposed to get to 93. So clear blue skies and no wind yet. Usually you get that in the afternoon. I had the antenna down briefly yesterday for a new rotor. Got that back up in the air, and seems to be working real good. Anyhow, I needed help. I got a guy helping me cut a ham. Things have really changed. What happened to all the animals that used to be around to cut our ham? I guess it's I've got him pretty well trained. All right. Anyhow, my answer to the question is going to be Alpha. We'll be here in the bottom week. Hopefully, W2, WLD, W5, ABI.
Mighty fine, Joe. Solid copy. And your answer is Alpha. We have a couple running on it. See what let's go to Charlie, K4YDB, W2WLD. Charlie, thanks for the streaming, over.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, thanks for that. Bill, I hope everybody's having a good morning. Right now it's currently 70 degrees here and it's supposed to get up in the low 80s today. Man, I'm hoping the rain stops there pretty soon. They got more rain in the forecast this week, and we're over almost 8 inches of rain that we've had for the month of May. It looks like June is going to start off wet too. So, like Mike W2WLD says, you can't get your grass mowed because it's growing faster. By the time you get done mowing it, you got to turn around and practically mow it again because it's just growing so fast because of all the water. And of course, I put a little fertilizer on it, so you can blame that on me. Right now, conditions are not that good here. I'm hearing a lot of people, but not a lot of strong signals. Bill, I almost lost you on that last transmission. Dale, you're the only one that's coming in solid, though. You're a good solid S9 into here. But anyway, conditions, hopefully they'll change pretty soon, along with the weather. Let's see. W2WLD, K4YDB. I'm back to. Oh, as far as the question goes, I'm going to go with Alpha. W2WLD, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Very fine, Charlie. Gotcha. I'm copying you very well off the side of the beam as usual. Let's go to Bob. Bob, I heard you very well earlier. NX6RG, W2WLD. You're up.
W2WLD, this is NX6RG. Well, good morning to all the Flyers. Boy, receiving conditions not great out here. I did copy K2SJP just fine, and Charlie, K4YDB coming in good, and W5OG coming in quite well, but that's about it. So, thankful for the FDRs today. Anyway, as far as your question, I guess I'm going to break with everybody else. One of the reports that I heard, and I don't know if it's right or not, but indicated the pilot had talked to ATC and they asked if he wanted to consider an alternate, and he said, no, I want to shoot the approach, or some words to that effect. So I'm going to go with answer Charlie. And because of the wording, I mean, maybe that's not quite right, because who knows what's going through the guy's mind, but I don't know. I'm going to go with answer Charlie, because I wondered at the time I heard that report why he might not have considered that. There are certainly plenty of alternates right around Montgomery Field where he was, attempted to land. So anyway, put me down for Charlie. We'll see how that works out. And, I'll be here till the bottom, Bill. W2WLD, NX6RG.
Oh, got it. Solid copy. You're still coming through pretty well here, Bob. All right, let's go to my neighbor Ray. WB2JJO, W2WLD. Ray, you're up. Okay, Ray, well, somebody stepped on you with a tuning signal, but did get your answer as Alpha. And I think you said you'll be in there for the 73. We'll give you a call nonetheless. Let's go to Jack, KM4CAX, W2WLD. Jack, you're up. KM4CAX, you there, Jack?
KM4CAX, you're up, Jack. I usually hear him, Bill. I don't hear him now. W5OG.
Okay, yeah, that's been a pattern lately. I think he's just receiving. So, good morning to you, Jack. Don't overdo it. Let's go to Brian, WB5DRI, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD, WB5DRI. Well, good morning to all. Nice day down here today in San Antonio. We had some rain overnight again, and we have flash flood warnings in some parts of San Antonio area here, but we're thankful for the rain. We got a very good rain shower night before last with a big storm that came through. It probably brought over 4 inches, I think, to my house. I was staying over at my son's house watching one of our grandsons while my son was away for a short vacation with his wife and his other son. But anyway, it was quite a storm that came through that night, and I know it really brought down a lot of the leaves from my oak trees here in my yard, so I know that there was quite a bit of hail here. I'm hoping it wasn't too bad for my roof here. Anyway, I guess I'll find out in the coming days and weeks about that. But today we're in the mid-70s. We're actually about 76 and going up to close to 97, I think, but mostly sunny. It's going to be another beautiful day down here. We'll take it. Anyway, hope everybody is doing well and having a good day. Interesting question there, Bill. I really have no idea about this accident, but I have a feeling that if it were me and the runway lights were out and it was foggy, I would divert to an alternate immediately. But I wasn't a pilot, of course, but I think that would be the sensible thing to do. But I understand how these things happen sometimes. So I'm going to go with Alpha. I think that they would have closed the place, the runway, in foggy conditions if all the runway lights were out. But so I'm thinking that Alpha is probably not true. So anyway, thanks for getting us in there this morning, Bill. And I got to get out of here, so I'll just listen for the answer here, and I'll say 73s and good day to all. And everybody have a great day. Back to you, Bill. W2WLD, WB5DRI. Back to that. Good day, everybody.
Well, Brian, you have a good day also. 73 to you and got your answer. All right, let's see. Some of us thought we heard John, KE0RJM. KE0RJM. John, if you're there, it's your turn. Go ahead. No, don't believe so. How about William, November 5 Romeo, W2WLD. William, you're up.
They're talking.
RJM was talking, Bill.
Roger.
Go ahead.
I think he turned it, Bill. He was right at my noise. Are you hearing him, Joe, W5ABI?
Yeah, I'm hearing him. He is okay here, and I don't know if he turned it or not, but I don't hear him now. Over.
Yeah, he's just right at our noise level there, Bill. Yeah, very difficult to copy. Back to net, W5OG.
Yeah, all the signals are down right now, so. All right, well, we still have a 73 round. Let's try N5RR. William, you there? N5RR, W2WLD. Well, I got no response there. That is the bottom of the list, I believe. So let me see. Did I miss anyone on the original list? I don't want new check-ins. We'll ask for late check-ins here shortly. But of the original list, did I miss anyone? Come now. Okay, nothing heard. Let me dispose of the question, and then we'll see if there are any late check-ins before we start a 73 round. And great discussion. And as we go down this list, trying to look for those that may not be true, Alpha was the runway lights were out. The runway lights were not working entirely, and there was a NOTAM on that. But the runway lights, as we all understand them, were not out. So Alpha is not entirely true. So that is a good answer. The weather alert system was not operating. That is true. Charlie, because of existing weather conditions, namely dense fog, the pilot debated diverting to another airport. I took that verbatim from a news report of the accident. So there was some evidence that the pilot had discussed diverting with air traffic control or the tower. But I don't have all the specifics on that. So that one, as I listed it, was in fact true. Delta, the citation was not equipped with a black box according to one NTSB investigator. The key there is the NTSB investigator. I don't have his name in front of me, but one of them did make that comment initially that the aircraft was not equipped with a black box. And I saw another article where they were still looking for a black box, so that's a little up in the air, but as I wrote Delta, it was in fact true. So I will accept for answers Echo, all of the above are true. I'll also accept Alpha as being a possible false answer because of the way that I worded it. And then, of course, you guys all grade your own papers, so do what you believe is best. Okay, are there any late check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now.
Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo. Bill, KT5, DT.
James, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of doubled with you, Bill. I don't know how that happened, but I was keying up and then you called for me. That's kind of weird. Yeah, getting back from a doctor's appointment at the VA, that was kind of weird. They put in lab work for me to go get my cholesterol check done, and they scheduled me for a video conference appointment on June the 2nd. Well, the doctor didn't put in the lab work, so I canceled the video conference appointment. So I'm sitting here writing them an email to the My Healthy Vest saying, doctor, you did not only did you put the cart before the horse, you didn't even attach the horses to the cart. So there you go. But sorry about messing the net, but thanks for running it. 73 KG5PT.
Mighty fine, James. Sorry you went through all that. But there are stories, more and more stories like that with today's medical system. It's not ideal, or really is it? Okay, let's go ahead and start down the 73 round. Dale, if Don is still there, would you bring him? Oh, wait a minute. No, he gave us 73. Let me go to Clifford. W5PIX, W2WLD. Clifford, 73. Yeah, I think you turned it. All right, let's go to Larry, KB0LTT, W2WLD. Larry, you're up. KB0LTT, you there? I think he did mention something about maybe being loading or unloading. All right, so let's see. That's our mobiles. How about, well, let's see. I'll try it one more time. N6CYA Lowell, W2WLD.
N6CYO, if you're there, you're up for the 73 round, Lowell.
W2WLD, 73. N5BE, you there?
W2WLD N5BE.
Yeah, go ahead with the 73, Leon.
Oh, okay, Bill, thank you. Hold on, let me shut this SCR off. I've been struggling with 3 SCRs today, trying to get everybody in. Towards the end of my career, I was involved in an accident, helicopter test flight accident. 2 of my good friends were killed in it, 2 test pilots. I won't get into details of it, but I got called in as a subject matter expert on the propulsion system, and I was very surprised how kind the NTSB folks were and how supportive they were of me on my part of the investigation. And, they provided everything I needed, and it was probably one of the hardest things I've done in my life. I walked in that hangar where the aircraft was being reassembled, smelled dirt, fuel, and death. And it still stuck with me. I came home, took all my clothes off in the utility room, washed it twice. Some stuff I threw away, and I still think about those guys. So, Bill, thank you for this question. It brought back some memories of a very kind NTSB team. W2WLD M5B.
Okay, Lee, very good. Well, in my career, I was you automatically were a member of any accident investigation team as the QA officer. And we had 2 accidents with fatalities while I was there. It is, in fact, a very common procedure. Let's see. Mike, WW5ENT, W2WLD. 73, Mike.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5ENZ, 73s, everybody. Have a great day. And we'll try and catch up with you. I'm not sure I'm going to be here tomorrow. My ex-YL's got a couple appointments in town, and I told her I'd take her in, so I may not be here. So everybody take care. Have a great day, and we'll catch you as soon as we can. So W2WLD, WW5ENZ, 73, everybody.
73, Mike. Bob, K2SJP. I did not hear the story of your arm. I'm not asking you to go over it again, but I am glad that it's healing well. K2SJP, W2WLD, 73, Bob. You're up and down. Okay, Bob, boy, I'm not copying you at all on the local, but you are read well enough on Utah number 2, so I got all of that. All right, let's go to the boss. K1BLD, W2WLD, 73, Bob.
Okay, 73, Bill. Yeah, really a tough question there, and very good. Involved in a lot of accidents as on-scene commander mostly, and interim president for a board. And the worst one was Jackson Hole with a fully loaded C-130 with presidential support vehicles in it, went to the top of a peak with a full fuel load. Right at the very top of a peak, and everything was spread everywhere, and fuel all over the place. It was just about unbearable to work there. That's the worst one I think I've seen. That and a secret Special Forces helicopter went into the Salt Lake in bad weather, pilot error. He was not qualified, and he was the commander of the unit, and had all sorts of special secret equipment, so we had a lot of infighting there on letting our guys go out and help out, and everyone was killed in that endeavor. So that's right out at Antelope Island. You can go out there and see the memorial and the causeway if you ever go to Antelope Island on the northeast end of the Great Salt Lake. K1BLD 73, everybody, and thank you very much, Bill.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, the worst one that I investigated was two T-34 aircraft, each with an instructor and a student, and a mid-air collision, and lost all 4. Let's see. Steve, K6 Papa X-ray, W2WLD, 73, Steve. I think he's gone. Thank you for the analysis, Carl. 73, W2WLD.
Not bad, Bill. Well, doggone it. It's, it's rough to look at that. So many variables involved. Regulation-wise, it must have been a Part 91 General Aviation operation. If it was Part 135 or taxi, he could not have started the approach because the nearest weather conditions, reported conditions, would have placed it below minimums, so he could not have started the approach.
which would have compelled him to go to an alternate airport, which would have avoided the collision. Like we said, there's a lot of contributing factors. That flight originated on the East Coast, and the pilot had flown somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 9 hours. Although they made a stop en route for fuel, but you know how that goes. You've got the end in sight. You've turned the final corner. You can see the starter unrolling the checkered flag, and get homeitis can cause you to do some things that you shouldn't do. Possibly he saw the ground out there a couple miles east of the airport, thought, yep, I've got the airport environment, quote unquote, in sight. There's only one person who could give us all the answers. He's not going to say anything. So it is unfortunate. It's also rough to be the investigator. I've been there for countless fatal traffic accidents in my law enforcement career. 73, everybody. Have a fantastic day. We'll give this a try together again tomorrow. W2WLD K7G.
73. Jim, W6WAY, 73 round. W6WAY, Jim, you there?
W6WAY, 73 round, Jim. W2WLD. He's talking. W6WAY. I'm sorry, I had the volume up on the receiver there, and I couldn't copy it. Thanks for running the net, Bill. And 73, this is W6WAY.
Okay, Jim, 73. Boy, you've almost dropped into the noise totally. Conditions have not improved, guys. W5OG, Dale, thank you for all the help today. 73.
Yeah, you're light with me now, Bill. W2WLD, W5OG. Yeah, and I hear you, Steve. K6PX is in there. I guess you skipped over him. Yeah. Anyway, I think we gave you a call, Steve. Stand by just 1 second. Well, I'll make sure that he knows you're there. Thank you, Bill. Good question and very good comments there from Sparky that he knows the rules much better than I remember the different FAA requirements there that you have to have for beginning an approach. It was much different in our operation. You hardly had to worry about the weather because you're going to land regardless in most instances. Now, if it's a non-precision approach, that it puts out a whole different set of rules, and you really have to pay attention to that minimum descent altitude. And you don't violate that unless you have a good solid indication of where the runway is. Anyway, that's my comment. And 73, everybody, maybe see you over on Echolink. We can perhaps discuss this some more. Thank you, Bill, and don't forget Steve, K6PX. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, now I did call for Steve, and I couldn't hear him. Would you bring him in, please?
Yeah, K6PX. Go ahead, Steve. You're up for the 73 round, W5OG. Okay, Steve, yeah, mighty fine. Preserve, protect, defend, and he says it's pretty simple on a carrier deck. You just sweep it overboard there, Bill. Back to net, W5OG.
Yeah, I did hear Steve on Utah. He's coming through quite well now. I personally saw a ramp strike. It was an F4. And, yep, nothing left. Let's see. Joe, W5ABI, W2WLD 73.
And the flowers, W5ABI. Big net. Signals are really deteriorating on this end. I've got you on the SDR for it. A lot of noise in Utah. Maybe if I have my beam pointed towards Utah, I'd pick things up better. Anyhow, good net, good question. 73s to you and all the flyers. W2WLD, W5ABI.
73, Joe. Charlie, K4YDB, W2WLD 73.
W2WLD K4YDB. Well, thanks again for another good net there, Bill. 7-3s, everybody. Everybody have a great day, and we will try this again tomorrow. K4YDB back to net.
73, Charlie. Bob, NX6RG, 73.
Okay, Bill, 7-3's a good question. Glad to know I wasn't right. At least he considered an alternate. 7-3's, see everybody tomorrow. NX6RG, back to net.
73. Ray, WV2JJO, W2WLD 73.
W2WLD from WV2JJO. Well, 73 Bill, outstanding question, outstanding net for sure. So I'm having a rough time topping you, but you know what? At least I'm getting through on the SPR. So have yourself a good afternoon, sir. We'll talk to you further on down the road. W2WLD from WV2JJO, 7-3.
Okay, 73, Ray. I don't think there's anyone left. Did I miss anyone? Call now. Not sure I hear you if you call. The conditions really went south. But thank you all for hanging in there. I'm not going to prolong this anymore. We'll go ahead and close the net. This has been the Wednesday edition of the Air Force Flyers Club net. Thank you to all who participated as check-in. Special thanks to those that helped with relays and net logger and simulcast. Net is now closed. 73 all. W2WLD off and clear.